Hi guys, it's Emmanuel again. So happy to be here with you today, and I'm actually going to read a comment that we got a few days ago. It was yesterday, by the way. Alex MGA. He wrote down the following great video. How do you guys deal with accent? I came across some Americans who look down on you if you have an accent, and of course, I do like everyone else, but they make you feel like you don't know English whatsoever. Thank you so much, Alex, for writing down such an amazing comment. And your support is always much appreciated by Hypernair School. So let me refer to this amazing comment for a few minutes throughout this video. The accent part is something extremely interesting. It turns out that in some cases Americans get so frustrated and even mad when they are talking to someone who, number one, is not in America, and number two, doesn't master the language. In other words, is having difficulties expressing themselves. So Americans like to be helped and assisted quickly. They don't like to waste a lot of time talking to someone who doesn't communicate effectively. And the fact that they get mad or they end up escalating you or escalating Asians that don't communicate effectively is mostly because of lack of fluency, lack of communication skills, and sometimes lack of accent. And from my own perspective, I would say that if you don't have a perfect accent, but if you are able to communicate effectively, if your pronunciation is good and you can express yourself naturally, I think that Americans wouldn't care because they just call you because they are going through a problem. But if you don't help them because of your lack of fluency or your communication skills are not very good, they are gonna get into a second trouble. So that will be so frustrating for them, and therefore they end up asking to talk to your supervisor, or sometimes they hang up on you because they don't want to talk to someone who is not gonna help them. That happens a lot. However, as time goes by, when you are working in a call center and you get a better accent, you achieve more fluency, you don't go through that anymore because you learn how to speak faster, you learn how to speak more natural. And when Americans call you, they don't know that they are talking to someone who's not in America because your accent is so good that they are not even able to identify where you are located. And I always insist on improving your accent. That's something extremely imperative because if your accent is bad, you're not gonna sound American. And I know, before you knock me or bash me, I know that some people out there are always saying, hey, you don't need to improve your accent because we have to respect our roots and we have to embrace our own culture, and we are not in the United States, therefore we don't have to pick up the American accent and this and that. I respect that. However, I'm not a good fan of that speech because you are learning a different language. Therefore, you have to stick to the language. You have to learn a different accent because if you are speaking English with the Spanish accent, I mean, you are not embracing the culture, you are not embracing the language, and you are not becoming part of the language. You are not delving into the language. I don't support that idea. However, I respect your opinion if you don't agree with me. That's okay. Again, if you want to be an effective call center agent, you have to improve your accent, you have to improve your communication skills, and something extremely important, you gotta have a lot of vocabulary because otherwise you're gonna sound so robotic, repetitive, and redundant. And when you sound robotic, repetitive, and redundant, I mean, you will have a lot of problems talking to Americans and they will end up escalating your call and they will be like, hey, I don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to your supervisor right away. So I hope these tips help you understand a little bit more when it comes to having a better accent when it comes to avoiding being escalated and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you back next time. So goodbye.